Welcome to this week's virtual Drasha. This week we have the incredible privilege to read the double parshios of Matos and Masei, finishing up, concluding Sefer Devarim. I want to draw your attention to something amazing. In the beginning of the second parsha of Masei, Masei means travels or journeys, and the Torah says, Eila Masei b'nei Yisrael. These are the journeys. More specifically, these are the places where Klal Yisrael stopped during their 40-year sojourn in the desert. Vayichtov Moshe, this is Parak Lamed Gimel, Pasuk Beis, chapter 33, verse 2. Vayichtov Moshe, es motza'ehem lemasehem al pi Hashem, ve'ela masehem lemotza'ehem. So the pasuk is quite interesting. Literally translated, Vayichtov Moshe, Moshe wrote, es motza'ehem lemasehem. Now here's what's interesting. When you look at these words, motza'ehem and masehem, they often both translate into English the same way. Moshe recorded their journeys. And in fact, you'll look inside the parasha, and you'll notice again the Torah goes through every single stop. From the moment we left Egypt, ultimately until we stand in the Transjordanian lands, the Torah goes stop after stop, location after location. But the question is, why does the Torah have to use two different words? Motza'ehem lemasehem. If they both translate the same way as journeys, why two words? And the commentaries point out something absolutely amazing, that although in English they may go ahead and translate the same way as journeys, in Hebrew they mean two very different things. Motza'ehem means a place where you left, and masehem means a place that you are going to. Motza'ehem, a place you left, masehem, a destination, where you're going to. And the commentaries point out something incredibly beautiful. That in life, there are two different kinds of journeys we take. Sometimes, I just have to get away from where I am. I'm in a situation, I'm in a spot in life, and it could be a geographic or emotional situation or location, and it's bad. I just have to get out of here. Now, in a situation like that, it doesn't really matter where I'm going. I just know that I can't be here. And then there are other times in life where ultimately, again, I have a clear destination. I have a goal. I have a kivun. I have a direction. I know what I want to do. I know what I want to accomplish. I know where I want to go. That's a different kind of journey. And the commentaries point out that this is what the Torah is highlighting. In life, there are motza'ehem journeys and there are masehem journeys. Motza'ehem journeys are situations where I just need to get out of where I am. Where I'm going doesn't even make a difference. I just know that I can't be here. And then there are masehem journeys, which are journeys which are focused on a particular destination. Journeys in which I have a clear vision as to where I need to get to, where I want to go, and how I'm going to get there. And life is filled with these two types of journeys. Masehem journeys just need to get away from this, doesn't matter where. And masehem journeys, or I have a very clear destination. And in fact, interestingly enough, if you go back to Chumash Bereshis, in Parshas Vayetze, the opening pasuk in the parsha, the Torah says, Vayetze Yaakov mi Be'er Shava, Vayelech Charana. Yaakov Avinu left Be'er Sheva and he went to Haran. And already there the Arach Chaim HaKadosh says, why do you need to say both things? Just say, Vayelech Yaakov Charana. Yaakov went to Haran. And if you tell me that Yaakov Avinu went to Haran, then obviously I know that he left Beersheba. I know Yitzchak Avinu was living in Beersheba. He left his parents' home. He went to Haran. But Elamai, the Arach Chaim, explains so beautifully, the Torah is trying to convey to us that there were two different journeys that Yaakov Avinu was taking. Vayetze Yaakov mi Beersheba. Yaakov had to get out of Beersheba. Why did he have to get out of Beersheba? Because Esav was ready to kill him. Remember again, this is on the heels of the whole story with the birthright. Esav is ready to kill his younger brother. And as such, Yaakov Avinu just needs to get out of Beersheba. And if you were to ask Yaakov, where are you going? In that moment, Yaakov would say, I don't know where I'm going. Anywhere but here. I need to get out because at the end of the day, I'm in mortal danger from my older brother, from Esav. That's Vayetze Yaakov. Vayetze, he had to leave that place. But then Vayelech Harana. But at the same time, there was another part of the journey. There was a direction. I know where I have to go. I have to get to Haran. I have to get to my mother's brothers. I have to go ahead and get to my mishpacha. I have to find a wife. I have to build my life. I have to create my destiny. In that one pasuk, Vayetze, Vayelech. So I need to get out of here, but I also know where I'm going. Motza'ehem, I need to get out of here. Masehem, I know where I'm going to. And these are the two different types of journeys in life. And I think if we pause and reflect on this a little bit, I think a lot of times in life, we often find ourselves running from, but not necessarily running to. I know that this is not good. I know that I have to extricate myself from this, whether I actually have to or I think I have to. And so many times in life, we're focused on the vayetze. We're focused on the motsa'ehem, what I need to get away from. But do I really have a clear vision of what my vayelech, of what my maseihem, where do I want to get to? Where am I traveling towards in life? What's my quote-unquote proverbial destination? What am I trying to accomplish? Who am I trying to be? What does my journey consist of? And how do I know what's my destination? And how will I know when I reach it? We spend so much time running from, but instead we have to become focused on running to. What am I running towards? You know, Rabbi Yisrael Meir Lau has a beautiful observation. Rabbi Lau explains, he says, the Navi compares Klal Yisrael to two different things, to Ananim and Yonim, to clouds and to doves. And Rabbi Lau says, it's interesting, because both fly, right? Both move through the air. But wherein lies the difference between a dove and a cloud? And Rabbi Lau posits so beautifully, actually heard this from him live in a shir. He explains so beautifully. He said, clouds move when acted upon. The wind has to blow them. Doves have the ability to take flight on their own. Here Rabbi Lau was saying that so many times in life we move when we're acted upon. Right? Something pushes us. Something pushes us. You know, I know that I've had to take flight. I know that I've had to do. But you know what? I just haven't gotten around to it. But yet when the wind blows on me, I have no choice but to move myself forward. And Rabbi Lau was saying so beautifully that the goal in life is not to be a cloud, but the goal in life is to be a dove. To be the kind of person who takes flight, who gets to my destination. I'm going towards something, not because something's pushing me, not because I have to get out of here, but instead because I want to make the necessary changes. I want to move my life forward. I want to reach my intended destination. It's so much better to be a dove than it is to be a cloud. If we kind of bring this all together, because I think all of these themes are all pointing in the same direction. There are these different kinds of journeys in life. And yes, sometimes you just have to run from. Sometimes it's just vayetze. Sometimes it's just motsa'ehem. Sometimes I'm in a situation and the truth is the most important thing is that I get out of it. It doesn't matter where I go. It doesn't matter. All I know is that I can't be here. And sometimes life demands that of us, unfortunately. Sometimes it's just vayetze Yaakov mi be'er shava. Sometimes it's just motsa'ehem. Sometimes I'm the cloud, the wind is pushing against me, and I just got to get out. But dear friends, we don't want to spend our lives running from. We have to think about where we're running to. What is my vayelech charana? What is my masa? What is my destination? How can I become a dove? What do I want to do with my life? What's my plan? What's my goal? What's my kivun? What's my direction? And I think about this idea a lot, especially as we enter into the 9 days. Because tonight, Thursday evening, for Erev Shabbos Kodesh, is going to be Rosh Chodesh Av. And we know, Mishanichnas Av b'ma'atin b'simcha. When the month of Av comes, we feel there's a heaviness. There's just a heaviness. And to a certain degree, there's a little bit of an impending gloom that's there. Tisha B'Av is coming. And we know that it's during these 9 days that we reflect on all that we've lost. We reflect on the fact that we've spent so much of our national existence running from this enemy, running from this catastrophe, running from this danger. So often in life, we've been, as a nation, like the clouds. The winds push against us. And again, vayetzi Yaakov mi be'er shava. Just get out of here, run. Wherever we could find safety, run. But the truth is, we live in different times now, Baruch Hashem. And the truth is, Klal Yisrael, as a people, as a nation, with all of our problems, we have such a proliferation of Torah, such an incredible amount of influence. And Baruch Hashem, when you look at what we've rebuilt less than a century after the Holocaust, less than a century after the 6 million Kedoshim, it's something absolutely staggering. And maybe our avoda, as we enter into the 9 days, is not only to focus on what we've lost, not only to focus on all of the Vayetze Yaakovs, on all of the Motza'ehem, but to begin to focus on the Masa, to begin to focus on the Vayelech Harana, to begin to focus on how to become doves, to stop always just moving wherever the wind pushes us, to stop kind of just taking my hands off the wheel of life, and wherever it turns, it turns. Be a dove. Be a Masa Jew. Let me give some real thought to who do I want to be? Not what do I want to accomplish today, not what's on my to-do list, but who do I want to be? What's the life I want to lead? Where do I want to get myself to? And perhaps if we make this a focus of our 9 days, if we start this focus now in Rosh Chodesh Av, and we use the next week plus to go ahead and really figure out how I can become a dove, there is no telling what we could accomplish. And there is no telling about the ability to go ahead and transform Tisha B'Av from a day of sorrow, suffering, and fasting to a day of joy, jubilation, and geula. Halavai, we should be zocha. Wishing everyone a guten Chodesh, a guten Erev Shabbos, and a beautiful Shabbos Kodesh.